So, good morning, children. Today we'll continue chapter number 9, living organisms and their surroundings. So, yesterday we completed that how the animals and plants they exist or they adapt themselves in the grasslands, mountainous region, in deserts or in water. Now, today we are going to start with the characteristics of the living organisms. So, children, you all are familiar that we all are living organisms. Now, we need to differentiate between the living and non living, that on what basis we can differentiate between the living and non living persons. So, let's start with the first of the option, that is all living organisms need food. So, first of all, let's start with it. And after that, show growth, they respire, they reproduce. So, different things are there. On the basis of these things, we are going to discuss that how we can differentiate between the living and non living organisms. So, Arnav Agarwal, continue with the first one.
Yes, ma'am. Do all organisms need food? In chapter number 1 and 2, we learned that all living things need food and how essential it is to animals and to use. We have also learned that plants make their own food through photosynthesis. Animal depends on plant and other animal for their food. Food give off originated for them to grow. Organisms also need the energy for other life processes that go on inside them.
Okay, children, kindly underline food gives energy for the growth. So it's very, very important. So all the organisms need energy for the proper growth of the life processes. So first thing is there, living organism need food. Yes, Parnika, continue with the second. Do all living organisms show growth? Kindly start reading. Parnika. Yes, Aditya Raj.
All organism shows growth. Does the kurta you had for 4 years back still fit you? You can't wear it anymore, is it not? It, you must have grown taller during these years. You may not realize it, but you are growing all the time. And in few more years, you will become an adult. Figure 9.10. Young ones of animals also grow into adults. You would surely have noticed pups of a dog grow into adults. A, chi- a chicken hatched from a egg grows into a hen or a cock.
Children, kindly underline plants also grow. So here, first of all, about the human beings, you can see this figure how the first of all a baby is there, then slowly, slowly he tries to move. So this picture is showing the growth of a human beings. Even this picture 9.11 figure is showing the growth of a hen, how the hen from a chick, that a chick is hatched from the egg and that grows into a hen or a cock. Even next, plants also grows. You must have seen that when we just grow a seed, slowly slowly they changes into the plants. It means the plants, animals and human beings are showing growth. They are growing from time to time. Yes, Puneet Anand. Next, do all organisms respire?
Can we live without breathing? When we inhale, the air moves from outside to the inside of the body. When we breathe out, the air moves from inside our body to outside. Breathing is a part of a process called respiration. In respiration, some of the oxygen of air we breathe in is used by living body. We breathe out carbon dioxide produced in this process. The process of breathing in animals like cows, buffaloes, dogs, or cats is similar to humans. Observe any one of these similar while they are taking rest and notice the movement of their abdomen.
Okay, beta.
This slow movement indicates
Yes, this shows that all the organisms respire. You know, during breathing, we take in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide, that you know. So breathing is also a part of respiration. It means all the living organisms, they respire. So here few animals are there like cows, buffaloes, dogs or cats. They are similar to the humans. They breathe like humans. Okay. So this is, I think it's clear to you that all living organisms respire. So three characteristics we have done. First, we have done that all living organisms need food, they show growth, they respire. Now the next is respiration is also necessary for all living organisms. It is through respiration that our body obtain energy. Now let's discuss about some of the different animals. Here we are going to discuss about the some animals like the exchange of gases takes place. For example, in earthworm. So children kindly write down. For example, earthworm, kindly mark the question. Earthworm breathe through their skin. Fishes, they have gills. Through gills, they absorb the oxygen. Okay, kindly mark it. Keep on underlining. After that, we'll discuss about some plants. Plants also breathe in. Exchange of gases takes place in plants also. Gases in the plants mainly take place through the leaves. So kindly underline, and you know the leaves have a small pores in them. They use carbon dioxide for the process and they sorry carbon dioxide they use for photosynthesis, but for breathing they use oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide as the humans. So kindly underline this concept, children. So humans breathe through respiration by the process of respiration. And here are some animals that we had a talk that some animals also breathe through different ways and plants also breathe. Next comes next point of living organism that all organism respond to stimuli. Yes, Arshayas. Arshayas, start reading.
Yes, ma'am. We learned that in sunlight, plants use
From
carbon
here,
dioxide.
how do you respond if you suddenly step on a sharp object like a thorn?
While walking barefoot, how do we feel when you see or think about your favorite food? You suddenly move from a dark place into bright sunlight. What happens? Your eyes shut themselves automatically for a moment till they adjust to the changed bright surroundings, your favorite food, bright light, and a throne in the above situations are some example of changes in your surroundings. All of us respond immediately to such changes. Changes in our surroundings that make us respond to them are called
Stimuli.
stimuli.
So children, you can
Stimuli.
underline, it's very important the changes in our surrounding that make us respond to them, that is known as stimuli. So children, whenever you must have Vedic, after that you will read. Children, you must have seen what happens when we just touch a hot object. We withdraw our hand very quickly ourselves. Even if your hand is just comes indirectly on any of the sharp object, you suddenly withdraw your hand. So that is a response to stimulus. At that time we never think कि हमें हाथ हटाना चाहिए कि नहीं हटाना चाहिए. ठीक है. So that is a response to stimuli. Means human beings respond to stimuli. अगर हमारा हाथ किसी गर्म चीज पे लगता है तो क्विकली वी विड्रॉ आवर हैंड, एकदम से हम अपना हाथ पीछे कर लेते हैं. ठीक है. And this is seen in few animals also. Let's read now. Vedic, start from here.
Ma'am, from two other animals.
Yes. Yes.
Two other animals also respond to stimuli. Observe the behavior of animals. When food is served to them, do you find them suddenly becoming active or seeing the food? When you move toward a bird, what does it do? Wild animal run away when bright light is flashed toward them. Similarly, cockroaches begin to move their hiding places in the light in the kitchen is switched at the night. You can give some more example of responses of animal
To
to
stimuli. Okay, Parnika, start reading the last paragraph.
Yes, ma'am.
This
Do
one.
plants also want to stimulate? Flowers of some plants bloom only at night. In some plants, flower close after sunset. In some plants, like mimosa, known as touch me not. Leaves close or fold when someone touches them. These are some examples of response of plants towards changes in their surroundings.
Okay, beta. Children, you must have seen few of the plants which show response. Everybody has seen touch me not. What happened? As soon as we touch the plant, it closes its leaves. Okay. And few of the plants are there which grow only at in the morning, like sunflower, and one more flowers are there which closes their leaves during the sunset. So means they are also showing the respond to stimuli. So here I think many of the animals you have seen, like cockroaches. If any of the cockroaches are there to your home, whenever you switch on the light, what happens? They just run away and they hide themselves. Okay. And when you switch off the light, then they again come out. So in this way, they show respond to stimuli. Children, is it clear till here? Let's
Yes,
continue
ma'am.
with the next part. Next is living
ma'am.
things excrete. Continue, beta.
Living organisms and excretion. All organisms need food. Not all the food that is eaten is completely used. Only a part of it is utilized by the body. What happened to the rest? This has to be removed from the body as wastage. Our body produces some wastage in other life processes also. The process of getting rid of wastes by organisms is known as excretion.
Okay, beta, underline whenever we are expelled out. When the waste is expelled out from our body is known as excretion. Now we have to see that do the plants also excrete? See to it. Do the plants also excrete? Yes. Answer is yes. They do, but not as seen in animals. Let's see. Okay. Arav Kulial. After that, Dravya Jain, Vansh Sharma, they will read. Yes, Sharma. Continue, Arav.
Do plants also excrete? Yes, they do. However, the mechanism in plants are a little different. Some harmful or poisonous material do get produced in plants as waste. Some plants find it possible to store the waste products within their plant in a way that they do not harm the plant as a whole. Some plants remove waste product as secretion. Extraction is another characteristic common to all living things.
So children, underline, some plants remove waste product as a secretion. So it means plants also produces the waste material. Okay, next is Dravya Jain.
Exhalation is another characterized
बेटा यहाँ से,
common.
do all organism reproduced their own kind?
Do plants also exhalate? They do, but not as seen in animals. The
बेटा here see,
mechanical
Dravya Jain, see from where I am saying. Read from this paragraph.
some
Animals, now we will be discussing about reproduction, how animals reproduce.
okay, ma'am. Animals reproduce their own kind on their own kind. The mode of reproduction may be different in different animals. Some animals produce their young ones through eggs. Some animals give birth to the young ones. Figure 9.14. Plants also reproduce like animals. Plants also differ in their mode of reproduction. Many plants reproduce through seeds. Plants reproduce seeds which can germinate and grow into new plants. Some plants also reproduce through parts other than seeds. For example, a part of potato with a bird grows into a new plant.
Okay, beta. So just underline this, that plants also reproduce. You have seen that how new plants can be grown either with the help of seeds or either with the help of a new plants. Let small plants or the sapling we are growing and we get a new plant. It means plants also reproduces. So children, we have learned all the characteristics of living organisms, that how they move, they need energy, they show movement, they show growth, they excrete, or they reproduce. Okay, so these all are the characteristics of the living organisms.